Yep, so my name's Luke Cox and I am the Fisheries and Recreations Manager here at Bristol Water Fisheries. Here at Bristol Water Fisheries we've got a few lakes. We offer trout fishing and pike fishing on Chew and Blagdon, and we've also got the Barrow tanks, which is 3 concrete bowl tanks that we offer trout fishing on. Here at Chew we have dead baits and fly fishing. We have dead bait fishing for pike, also with lures in February, October and November. And then we have fly fishing from the start of March through till the end of November, which is offered through bank and boat fishing. Blagdon, we have just fly fishing, but we do offer fly fishing for pike, which is quite a premium offering here just because of the size and the exclusivity of that water. Again, we offer trout fishing from boat and bank from March till the end of November. And we have 2 months in May and in October where we have pike fly at Blagdon. The thing that makes us a little bit different from a lot of fisheries, we actually own 2 of our own rearing farms. So we have Ubley Hatchery, as we call it, so Ubley Fish Farm, and one at Blagdon. That helps us to rear our own fish. So we're massively in control of what fish we can produce and put into the lakes. Typically, we generally stock around 70,000 trout between our waters each year. That can change on a few different things, from what competitions we've got on and also the weather. That's probably our biggest change that we have. We bring fish in at small little eggs and then we rear them all the way up to between 2 and 2.2 pounds. We are stuck between our fishing ascent from Natural England, so we have a set of regulations basically which we have to follow, and what we can put in our lakes, and that is because they are something that's called a SSSI. So the team here at Bristol Water Fisheries is made up of myself and a guy called Alan. We are the 2 managers here. I deal with more of the customer facing side of things, so I'm the Fisheries and Recreations Manager, and then we've got Alan Dimmock, who's the Operational Fisheries Manager. He deals with a lot more of the hands-on stuff, from the rearing of fish on the farms and also sort of the boat maintenance and that kind of thing. We've then got a big team of rangers. We've got a guy called Ali, who is our senior ranger, so he's sort of the stepping stone between our rangers and management. And then we've got a team of rangers below him. We've got 5 permanent rangers, and they range from 4 or 5 days a week. And then we've got 7 seasonal rangers. They typically are from the 1st of March till the end of November to fit in with our fishing season. And they range everything from 2 days a week to 5 days a week. And then the last member of the team, we have a fisheries administrator who just helps us with all of the paperwork side of things, from invoicing, etc. We also have a fully functioning tackle shop, which is where people can come in as well and book their fishing, as well as using the online platform. We've also got other activities we do that's slightly different to the fishing. We have bird watching passes, so we've got various bird hides from around Chew and Blagdon, but it also gives them access to the Barrow tanks. Quite commonly we'll see the osprey flying around here, which is a really nice sight to see. There's a few tenants we also have on sites, so we have stuff like the Woodford restaurant, which is here at Woodford, and then we've got the Salt and Malt, which is over at the picnic areas. Linking those 2 sites or parts of Chew Valley Lake is also a recreational trail, which is free and open to the public, just to walk around and see sort of nature and what's going on here. We have a lot of anglers here, obviously, that visit many fisheries and are very experienced anglers, but we're very keen in getting anyone who's new to it or is a little bit unconfident in what they do to sort of progress and move forward. So we've got two guides here that work with us, John Horsey and Martin Cottis. They will take people out on a daily basis, and we've also got Martin Cottis, who runs some tuition courses with us, and that is designed at anybody who's completely new to the sport or wants to move from doing, say, course fishing and move into fly fishing. That's their sort of pathway to do so. Linked to that, we work with our local fly fishing club, the BRFFA, which is the Bristol Reservoir Fly Fishers. They work with us on a mentoring scheme. So they will take people out in a boat or fish from the bank with somebody who's participated in one of those courses to help them grow and help them get confident in fishing with us. We see it as a huge positive because that's somebody then that we'll take forward as a customer for years to come. We find guys that or girls that will take up the course and won't actually necessarily understand what they need to do. They'll go away, they'll practice and won't get any better. With that mentoring, it definitely pushes them forward to keep improving and give them confidence in this fishery. Also as well, linked to the fact of having new people on site, they have the confidence. We've got on-site facilities here of toilets at Woodford Lodge, over at the Salt and Malt as well, over the picnic areas. We've got toilets all around the sites as well, and the various bank fishing spots here at Chew and at Blagdon as well. So I joined the business a couple of years ago. I first came in as a ranger, and then I've subsequently been promoted up to the fisheries manager. So at the time when I started, we just launched Clubmate here. And before I started, we used to have a system for people to book into, which was a bit confusing, a lot of paperwork, and also we had kiosks. We had kiosks around various points on the site where someone could just turn up, sign a bit of paper, pop it in the box, and that was their ticket. As you can imagine, this means we've got tickets here, there and everywhere, and isn't a very sort of inclusive system that all works together, and in one click of a button we could see what was going on, which was a little bit problematic at times. So the sort of problems that we wanted to try and get around with Clubmate is we offer so many different tickets, from season tickets to bank fishing, boat fishing, single occupancy, double occupancy, etc. We wanted a system which we could run everything in one place, so that a customer could do it at home. So say they wanted to do an evening ticket and the shop was shut, they would be able to purchase that. And also we'd be able to run it here for people as well. So I said about our tackle shop we have here, it's nice that people can come in, see us, we can still sort a ticket all through one system, and we can monitor what's going on. From the banking side of things and knowing what's coming into the business, this makes things so much easier. What made Clubmate stand out for us is the fact that we have a lot of different intricate tickets. So we need to be able to be flexible between going out for an evening, fishing the Barrow tanks, all the way to having a double occupancy boat on 8 fish tickets each, or having catch and release. All of that is quite difficult to build into a program. We were quite aware of that before we looked into systems, and quite rightfully so, a few guys that we spoke to weren't able to quite offer what we needed. So we approached Clubmate, spoke with them quite intensively, and we've got to a solution now by which we can not only do all those different ticket types, but we can also have our season ticket holders have their tickets all in the same place. And as alluded to before with bird watchers, we can actually do different activities. So bird watching is all through Clubmate as well. Transitioning from the old way we used to work to now using Clubmate, we've ended up with 5,500 plus, I think it's about 5,700 now, members that use Clubmate. This has all come from the fact that we run big competitions, so 25 competitions a year, with some of our biggest having 120 anglers on any given day. One in particular will have 4 days straight with 120 anglers. We've got over 100 season ticket holders as well, let alone the 300-400 bird watchers, and all of those people have joined together now on this platform, and that has saved us time, effort and money, and also the fact of not having all that paperwork sat around. We can click on one program, see exactly what's going on, helps us function as a business. So probably our biggest obstacle before we sort of signed up to Clubmate was the average age of our angler. We have a lot of anglers that are a lot older and they don't have confidence in computers. I think that's just because when I went through school, computers was a normal thing. When they went through school, computers weren't around. I think it's just the understanding on how to use them. Since using Clubmate, we've managed to get all of our anglers involved in it and actually talking through the process over the phone in terms of being able to set up their payment card on there so you don't have to read it out every time, being able to book their tickets and pay for them before they arrive, putting credits on their account if we have to cancel because of bad weather. They've sort of understand now over the phone that actually this system's really simple. And we've had some people come into the shop and actually want to learn how they can do it at home because they realise that this is the way forward. So some of our customers that don't get on with doing things online or haven't got a computer at home or a smartphone, we still have the confidence in the system that they can come in store, see us, and we can still put that payment, be it cash or card, still through the Clubmate platform. That means that when it comes to reconciling all of the payments, we're still all in one place. Whether or not it's been someone who's purchased their ticket at home or purchased it in store, it's all there together. So the features that we probably like best about Clubmate, I would split into two. I would go on sort of the customer side of things and then from the business point of view. So on the customer side of things, if I actually show you on Clubmate here, on any given week, we can see the different activities we've got. So bank fishing on Barrows, bird watching, bank fishing on all of our waters, and then the boats. This function, be able to have all of this here, tells me and tells all of the staff members what's happening on any given day. For example, if they see the one in red there, that's a competition that's on. That's really useful for being able to populate our diary for the year. And then guys taking bookings at Woodford Lodge, they can see why is it red, where there's a certain competition on. If there's no boats on shoe for whatever reason, they can see. But then also from a business point of view, once we've done all of these payments and it comes to the end of month and we've got to reconcile everything, we can just click onto the reporting function of Clubmate and we'll be able to split everything from the card through Clubmate, through Stripe, PDQ, which is our machine here in the shop, and also cash. That helps us to see how our customers are paying, what's going on through the system, who's bought what in terms of season ticket, for example, bird watching, bank fishing, boat fishing, and then we can reconcile that all with our till to check everything's working as it should be. So one other benefit with using the Clubmate platform, linked to the fact of our Woodford staff having access to see what's booked in on any given day, is that all of our rangers have work phones and they have the Clubmate app already downloaded on there. That allows any ranger that's going out doing their bank checks and doing their patrols to see who's booked in and where they're meant to be fishing. So for example, we have bank permits that allow you just to fish on the Barrow tanks. Then we have other permits that allow you to fish at all of our waters. Linked onto that as well, it can also have a look into the details of that person to check that it's the right person, and also a season ticket holder. So our season ticket holders can give a ranger their name or their Clubmate number, and on the app that ranger has the ability to search that person and have a look. One, are they fishing at the right place? And two, are they on the right day? We offer season tickets that are Monday to Friday, weekend and all week. We do get instances where people might not be fishing on their correct day by accident, and that all highlights it when people have a look on that app when they're speaking to the guys on the bank. So what makes me happiest about working with Clubmate is the fact that I know that if I've got anything that I need sorting, I can contact the team either over the phone or there's a chat function on the page. Being able to speak to the guys means that any of the small issues that we might have, we can flag up to the team very quickly and are normally resolved straight away. Having that confidence with those guys, the fact that they're similar, like-minded people to ourselves in terms of a lot of them are anglers, fishermen, they understand our business, which is really helpful. Knowing the fact that if we don't have boats displaying is crucial to us is really, really good. I think linked to the fact we've got those functions there means that, for example, when I started using the system, I was a bit unconfident on how to set up staff members, on how to use it. Since speaking to the team and them talking to us, now it's a really simple process for us. So we have a turnover of seasonal rangers, and each year I can set each one up individually, literally with a few clicks of a button, and show those guys how to use the system. So I would recommend Clubmate. I think it solves a hell of a lot of problems and represents great value of money for our business. I think also the ease of use, the great customer facing platform, as well as all the behind the scenes functions make it a very rounded product for us. And I think when it comes to recommending it, I was approached by our local fly fishing club, the BRFFA, for our opinions on the platform. Subsequently, they've signed up and they've actually had a year where they've had the highest membership that they've had on record. I think if anyone's considering using Clubmate, probably all I'd say would be something quite short and sweet, and that is just go for it, do it.